Hi everyone, welcome to my channel if you are new, and welcome back if you are a current subscriber. Today I want to do a video on a recent purchase that I made from the Coach outlet. It's a very popular SLG, comparable of course to the Louis Vuitton Mini Pochette, and the item that I did pick up is the Nolita 15. So this is a very popular item from the Coach outlet, and they've been producing this type of model for quite some time. They've made small adjustments from time to time, but overall it has remained the same. And I would say I don't actually have the Louis Vuitton Mini Pochette, but there's plenty of videos on YouTube comparing both items, so I definitely check that out if you're interested to really see it in person or see it in a video. But otherwise, I do think this was a great purchase and I'm happy with it, and I've decided to keep it. It is a current season color. It actually came out pretty recently, and I haven't seen any other videos on it, but it is with the gold hardware and it's in the color pyrite. I would say in person it's much darker than it appears on the website, and I'd say on the website it appears almost more of a shiny taupe, versus this one is much more of a deeper kind of bronzy gold color. And so this is kind of what it looks like. I hope you can kind of tell in the video. But yeah, so when I picked this up, which is I'd say when I made the purchase probably about 1.5 to 2 weeks ago, it was actually for $63 on the website, and I've checked as of late and it seems to have gone up a little bit to $79. So if you want this color specifically, it's still in stock, but there are actually a lot of different colors. So if you don't like this color or are still interested in this item and want a different one, you can definitely check the website out. And there's a couple of colors right now. I believe there's one called Surplus, and that one's I think $47 Canadian right now, so definitely some cheaper options as well. But this is the one that I ended up going with. I think it'll be a really fantastic catch-all in my bag, but also would work really well for probably a really mini bag for, let's say, New Year's or like a holiday party or something like that in the future. So that's what I intend to use it for, but of course you can use it for really anything, and there's a lot of different videos, you know, showing different ways you can modify it and things like that. In comparison to the Mini Pochette, just based off of the online dimensions, they are very comparable in size. This one is about 6 inches wide, 4 inches tall, and about 1.5 inches in depth. It fits a ton of stuff for how small it is and compact it is, and I will show you what I can specifically fit in this, and it actually does fit my phone. So I had been eyeing the Mini Pochette for quite some time, and I had considered it, and I just saw the prices increase constantly, so I didn't end up picking it up. Currently on the Canadian website, it's going for $690, which I think is crazy. So really, if you think about it, that's 10 times as much as this, and I really think this serves the same purpose. So I am really satisfied with this, and I will be keeping this. A couple things to note. So they have been offering this model for quite some time, but they have of course done little modifications here and there. They used to actually have this with a chain strap, which I kind of wish that they still had. Initially I thought I would really appreciate having it with the leather strap, but now that I've actually seen it in person and I've kind of played around with it more, I do really wish that it did come with the metal strap. I find this a little bit bulky and in the way, and as you can see, it just kind of sits funny. And if you wanted to, you know, utilize it for anything else, like for instance, if you wanted to add a longer strap to it, or you know, whatever it is, this doesn't fold down because of how it's attached to the pouch. So it just kind of sits no matter what. And of course you can unclip it and you can, you know, tuck it into the bag or whatever, but then it's just still not the same. It's still just this large piece of leather that's kind of just in the way. Of course, you can also clip this to make it more of like a wristlet. But again, as you can see, it kind of just sits a little bit odd and it's just really bulky. So I don't think it's the most user-friendly. And likely if I were to keep the strap on, I would probably just use it like this. So yeah, it's not the most user-friendly. And I actually plan to remove the leather strap and attach a small gold chain to this. I think it'll just be so much more user-friendly. It'll just sit really nicely on the bag, and I've ordered quite a dainty chain, so I think it'll be perfect. But that's just my quick opinion in terms of the leather strap. I thought I would really like it because I normally really like leather straps over chain straps, but in this case not so much. And another annoying thing with it, not only does it kind of lay weird as I pointed out, it does have a little squeak to it, which is normally okay, but just with how little this pouch is, and especially if I'm using it as a catch-all, it just kind of bothers me. So I think after removing the strap and then adding the chain strap, if I do like that look, I think that'll just solve the problem and it won't have that squeaky noise as well. Another thing that I noticed, the leather is great. It feels really nice, especially for the price. I think it's great quality. One thing that I did notice, because I do have a few items from the Coach outlet, I find the hardware a little bit cheap feeling, and I don't know really why. And I don't have too many current bags or anything like that from Coach, so I'm not 100% sure, but I have owned previous items, including bags, and I find this hardware really cheap feeling. It feels light, it just feels lower quality. So I guess just a heads up in that, and I'm not sure if that can be said for some of their other Nolita colors or their larger size, the Nolita 19. Perhaps that one has better hardware, I'm not sure. But this specific model, I find the hardware a little bit disappointing. It just feels a little bit cheap and kind of light. So that was kind of interesting. But besides that, it has a nice zipper. The zipper's still smooth, and inside is a lighter, more kind of a golden tan color. It has 2 card slots on the back, and otherwise it's just an empty pocket. And of course it does come with the hang tag as well. So that's about it. There's nothing much to it, but I think it's a really versatile piece, and I think you can do a lot with it. So in terms of what fits, of course, there's tons of videos online already showing you the maximum capacity of it. In terms of using it as a really small, tiny bag for maybe an event, it actually does fit my phone. I have a Samsung S10e. However, it only fits it without the case. It can fit it with the thick silicone case. So this is kind of what it looks like. It just about fits, and if I force it, I can get my phone in with the case. But if I remove the case, it actually fits totally fine. So if you do have a phone that's a similar size or smaller, it actually will fit no problem in this pouch. But again, just to demonstrate, you do have to put it in an angle and then push it through. And as you can see, even without the phone, with this silicone case, it just about fits. But it's really difficult to get it in and out, so I wouldn't recommend actually putting it in. It pretty much takes up the whole room though, as you can see. It only would fit in the center, and so what I would probably fit in is probably a card holder actually, or I could utilize the card slots there and probably put just like a key holder in there, or maybe like a chapstick or something like that. Just whatever else I might need to go out, but that's pretty much all I would fit. And then in terms of a catch-all, it definitely fits everything that I normally carry with me in my other pouch, which I have right here. So all this content can definitely fit in here. So again, this is what it looks like inside. So I'm just going to start putting things over. So I have a compact mirror. Of course, that fits no problem. I have a small cream from Louis Vuitton, so that can go in no problem. I have some feminine products, and that can go in no problem. Some dental floss. I have like a band-aid in there as well. I have this small phone charger actually, and that fits. Again, there's still so much room. I have another mini cream, and that can go in there too. I have just like a mini screen cleaner, so that can go in no problem. And let's say I just want to throw in some iPods as well, so that can definitely go in there. So all of that can fit no problem, and I can even just zip it up without any struggle, and it just fills it up completely. And again, you can just clip it to attach the strap, and you can kind of hold it in the crook of your arm. You can hand hold it, whatever you want. So that's about it. I hope this quick review of the Nolita 15 helped you in any way. If you have any questions, just leave your comment down below and I'll do my best to answer them. Otherwise, thank you as always for watching. I hope you all have a fantastic day or night wherever you are, and I'll see you in the next video.